Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun.
Under the gentle morning sunlight spreading across the garden, a middle-aged man, with tanned skin and calloused hands, is working diligently on a pile of old plastic cans. He is not in a hurry. Each movement is steady and careful, as if each cut, each groove on the can carries the heart and soul of an experienced farmer. Initially, he chose wooden bars to make a stand for the can. The 20-liter plastic can that used to contain water has now become the main material for him to create a new feeding trough for the chickens. With a sharp knife in hand, he meticulously measures, uses a pen to mark the positions that need to be cut, then gently slides the knife along the drawn lines. Wherever the blade goes, the excess plastic pieces come off, gradually revealing the shape of a convenient feeding trough. He knew that if he wasn't careful, the plastic edges would be sharp and could injure the chicks when they pecked at their food. So after cutting, he used sandpaper to smooth out the rough edges, making sure everything was smooth.
Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be. We're gonna be. Two hearts running wild. The best we ever had, and we'll stay on forever. We'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top.
After finishing the shaping process, he checked his product again. The can was now cut in half horizontally, creating a long trough wide enough to hold the food. A piece of plastic was left on both ends of the can to act as a barrier, preventing the bran from falling out when the chickens pecked at their food. He also cleverly drilled a few small holes at the bottom of the trough so that if there was stagnant water or damp food, it would drain out on its own, preventing mold from growing. After finishing, he lifted the trough up and turned it back and forth for a final check. His eyes lit up with satisfaction. This was not simply a homemade trough, but also a testament to creativity and the use of available materials to serve life. Without having to spend money on expensive plastic troughs, with just a little effort, he was able to turn a seemingly discarded can into a useful tool for the chickens. He carried the trough to the yard, where the chickens were pacing around, their wings flapping, as if they were used to his presence and eagerly awaiting their meal. He bent down, took a small plastic bucket, scooped handfuls of bran and poured it into the trough. The golden bran grains flowed down steadily, neatly filling the trough. Just waiting for that, the chickens immediately rushed over, competing to peck at the food, their mouths constantly making small sounds. Looking at the scene of the chickens eagerly enjoying their meal from the trough he had made with his own hands, he felt happy and satisfied. Sometimes, happiness does not come from things that are too big, but simply from seeing the fruits of his labor bring practical benefits. Every time the chickens ate deliciously, he had more confidence in his method. And so, under his hands, the old plastic cans continue to be revived, becoming an indispensable part of the small garden, where love and hard work have turned seemingly small things into things of great significance.